are on my desk. Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be here in the next week.
No, the last two were 3 or 4.
Great question.
I don't think anybody's here that thinks so.
Tomorrow I'm working in the ER, so everybody be safe in Shelbyville.
Oh, yeah.
Or you're gonna get me.
I won't be. I guess I have to come.
Don't say you'll be there.
I got you.
I've yet to work in Vet's office. I would.
Hey, Mark. I quit at 450 cans.
If you ever need calves bottle fed, let me know. I'm obsessed with baby calves.
We did it in 2 phases.
I would even foster an orphan.
Or a fire truck to pump it from. I got a water truck.
I have a sheepdog.
Yeah, it's right. It's been that hasn't really helped.
I have a feeling that if we ever have dogs and turtles, sometimes they do take care of them, and oftentimes they get where they're going to take care of them.
I'd foster a baby lamb. I can't find a big doghouse big enough for Larry, so you know that guy that lives on 32 going to Effingham? He's gonna give me one of his little veal houses for Larry.
Okay. I have 7 o'clock. We'll call the November 27th special Shelby County Board meeting to order. We'll start out with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Clark Amling.
Here.
Mark Bennett.
Here.
Teresa Bain. Cody Brands.
Here.
Tim Brown. Carol Cole. Here. Charles Davis. Julie Edwards.
Here.
Martha Fernhaber. Here. Clay Hardy.
Here.
Annette Martin.
Here.
Tad Mayhall. Keith McCormick. Tim Morse. Lori Nelson. Here. Bobby Orman.
Here.
Sonny Ross.
Here.
Mitchell Sheff.
Here.
Don Tate.
Here.
Brett Wallace.
Here.
Jeremy Williams.
Here.
Very good. We have 4. Item 4 is discussion and vote to approve the fiscal year 24 budget ordinance. Jeremy makes the motion. Can I have a second? Don Tate makes a second. Any discussion on the ordinance? Just one quick comment, it is a balanced budget. So with that,
Well, I do, I guess, yeah, I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong word here. So these, I mean, overall, 1.1% increase, not bad, compared to a couple of other counties, similar in size. So I think we did good compared to a couple that I saw were up 10%. But there are some significant increases in payroll in a couple of departments, and this was your committee, right? So where are those coming from? I mean, we've got ranges of payroll going up anywhere from 6.5% to 47%, and then overall department budgets, 1 down 9, and then plus 3.6% up, all the way up to 25%, 24%.
Yeah, so year over year, we have changes in like, the clerk's office with election cycles. That could be one of them that you're talking about, maybe noticing. And then other offices could be, if you're talking about personnel, it's whatever it's required to run the office. So.
Well, but a couple of these, are they required or are they additional staff? So treasurer's office, 50,000, additional payroll, state's attorney's office, 98,000. And some of the others as a percentage are much smaller. So 47, 46.6% respectively. Are those new positions?
The state's attorney's office is a new position. And then the treasurer's office would be a new position as well. You allow to elaborate on that since you're here?
Well, given that 5 years ago when I took office, I cut a position out of my office because somebody left, and I decided to wait and see if I could run the office with 2. I've done that for 5 years, but given everything that's being required of my office and more workload being required out of my office, and that the auditors have come out and said that, we will be running more finances through my department. Yes, I am making a provision for a 3rd employee. Every other office has at least 3, if not more. And I don't think it's unreasonable. I think I would like to add that in 2018, the budget for that office was $254,131. It was up in 2019. That budget was set for my office that I had no control over, but I didn't spend that budget. So 6 years later, I'm asking for $244,000, which isn't even what that office was budgeted at in 2018. So I don't think I'm anywhere out of line with any other office in the
out of line.
county.
I'm just asking questions.
Well,
Right.
I'm just asking a question, that's all. So, and then I guess, I'm trying to understand too, the medical for prisoners. So page 42, we show an expense of a budget of $1,500, but then in the line item budget for the sheriff's department, it was $69,000, give or take, something like that, if I can find it. Can somebody explain the difference in those?
Sure.
Okay, I'm not sure I'm understanding your question.
Yeah, so in the budget, page 42 shows an expense of $1,500 for medical care for prisoners, which we already know is going to be we'll exceed that first month. So then going back to the line item budget for your office, if I can find it, here it is. Medical care for prisoners is at $69,000. So I'm trying to understand the 2 different pages and the 2 different numbers.
You're talking about 2 different lines too, correct? 2 different spending lines? Is that what he's talking about?
Well, so one spending line says medical care for prisoners, and this is the full list of all the expenses out of the office, says $69,000. And then page 42.
Is one of them a different funding
it's
source?
a different fund.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a different fund.
So then I guess, what would be the difference in the 2 different funds? Well, what would be $1,500? Because it sounds like one visit exceeds that.
50, because there's a fee that is charged to the circuit clerk's office that statutorily, that money has to go into its own fund. So it goes into the inmate medical care fund and that bank account. That bank account is somewhere around $7,800. We've never spent a dime out of it, but statutorily we could spend $7,500 reimbursing the general fund for any medical bill for a prisoner, and that is statutory. We've just never done it.
That's an annual.
It's been budgeted at $1,500 since the fund was established in 2019 or 20.
And that's an annual allotment, right? So we get 7,500 a year, give or take.
Well, you can spend that fund down to zero. If there's money in that fund, we can reimburse the general fund for medical expenses. I mean, we're spending 60-some thousand dollars and we've never allotted money out of the inmate medical care fund.
And so do you know what the balance is of that fund?
It's like $7,800, somewhere around in there.
Oh, so that's the balance. I'm sorry, I thought you said that was the allotment every year.
No, that's the
Okay.
balance. There's not a lot that comes in through the fees and fines, but
Yeah, we've, in the last couple of meetings, finance meetings, we've seen some bills come through that are pretty hefty, so.
well, I think Brian can speak to, he's working on getting some of those reduced because we'll get the Medicare rate instead of just the drop-off rate, I guess, but hopefully we can lower those.
Yeah, I just want to make sure.
Part of it has to do with, one, population, and two, how healthy they are, or what problems they have, you know. So-
Yeah, so I guess the bottom line is I'm asking, we get through the year, we find out that's not enough, right? The 69,000, do we come back for an amendment to his budget? How do we go about that if it doesn't happen to be enough?
Well, it kind of depends on how the budget as a whole is working out. If the budget as a whole is working out, he can move funds around, I'm sure, out of the general fund line item. So if he's gonna completely blow his budget, then if it's due to personnel, or in this case, inmate medical, which is something that's gonna need to be dealt with in emergency fashion, then we can amend that if we need to. But if the overall sheriff's department budget is okay, it wouldn't need to.
Yeah, I think mathematically 20 ambulance runs is going to run that money out.
Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Clark Gambling,
Yes.
Mark Bennett,
Yes.
Cody Brands,
Yes.
Carol Cole,
No.
Julie Edwards,
Yes.
Martha Fernhaber,
Yes.
Clay Hardy,
Yes.
Annette Martin,
Yes.
Tad Mayhall,
Yes.
Lori Nelson,
Yes.
Bobby Orman,
Yes.
Sonny Ross,
Yes.
Mitchell Sheff,
Yes.
Don Tate,
Yes.
Brett Wallace,
Yes.
Jeremy Williams.
Yes.
Motion passes 15 ayes, 1 nay, Cole.
Okay, item 5 is discussion and vote to approve the 23 tax levy ordinance. Is there a motion? Mark makes the motion, Mark the seconds the motion. Discussion on the levy. I had it pulled up there. To me, nothing looks wildly different than normal.
Is it safe to assume the levy is based on the budget that we just passed, right?
Correct. Questions, comments on the levy? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Clark Gambling,
Yes.
Mark Bennett,
Yes.
Cody Brands,
Yes.
Carol Cole,
Yes.
Julie Edwards,
Yes.
Martha Fernhaber,
Yes.
Clay Hardy,
Yes.
Annette Martin,
Yes.
Tad Mayhall,
Yes.
Lori Nelson,
Yes.
Bobby Orman,
Yes.
Sonny Ross,
Yes.
Mitchell Sheff,
Yes.
Don Tate,
Yes.
Brent Wallace,
Yes.
Jeremy Williams.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Okay, with the passage of the budget and the tax levy, we'll open the floor up to public body comment. Anybody like to speak public body comment? Yeah. Is there anybody on the list, before I get ahead of myself?
Well, no, because I think I forgot to put the paper out toward the list.
Oh. Okay. Jay?
Yeah, I've been doing a little research on the internet, and I believe if you ever want to get together and farm the county farm, that there's no legal authority that will ever stop you. They haven't stopped the U of I, they haven't stopped the other counties, they haven't stopped the park board, they haven't stopped all kinds of people. if you ever want to do it, I think it would be a good thing to do, or maybe we should just let it grow up in weeds again. And Sonny, I want to thank you and Bobby for destroying our dive team. We really appreciate it. You're really impressing people with what you do.
Public body comment.
My name's Lisa Best, and I believe that the Trump is my president hat is completely out of line in an official government meeting. Joe Biden is the president of the United States, not Donald Trump, as your hat states.
Okay.
Public body comment. Public body comment? Yes.
Yeah, like I said, my name's Tricia, and I do appreciate J. Cole coming month after month, and I'm sure you all do as well. 82 years, I'll say it again, of life experience that none of you have. Where he recognizes who people are, and he knows what they are. And month after month, I watch a lot of you smirk, roll your eyes. Some of you proclaim to be Christian. That's not Christian. Do unto others as you would have done unto you. And I read the Republican Party Facebook page today, where it said respect, integrity. That is supposed to be your motto, and your goals. Now, I realize you don't like what comes out of some of our mouths. I understand that. But we need to be respectful to each other, whether you like it or not. Because there's a lot of things people say I really don't like at all. But I try very hard to not react in anger or roll my eyes or in disgust. Because that's what makes America great. We all have the right to voice an opinion. And whether you like the opinion or you don't like the opinion, shouldn't we all be thankful that we get to do that? And shouldn't we all respect each other for doing that? It's not easy for people to come and talk here. It's never been easy for me. I shake like a leaf through my entire comment. But I'm here. I'm not here for any other reason than I care. And that's what I see about J. Cole. He cares about his county. He loves his county, just like some of you say you do. What makes it any different if he has a different opinion than you? Maybe if you try to find somewhere to meet in the middle, instead of staying on opposite ends of the post all the time, maybe our county would be in a better position instead of all of the chaos that has been going on. And some people say, oh, there's no chaos. Oh, yes, there is. And we see it, and we know it. And it's recognized. Anywhere we go, that's it. You're from Shelby County? Ooh, I wouldn't want to live there. I like living here because we're small towns and small communities, and we should care about each other. And you know, it's hard. I mean, it's eating away. Sometimes I have just gotten totally disgusted and angry, and man, I just want to really say something sometimes. But it's wrong. Elections are going to be coming up. How are you going to run your campaigns? Are you going to try to destroy your neighbors, your friends, the people you've known all your life? Is that what we have become? It's everywhere, and it needs to stop. It's my comment.
Public body comment. Public body comment. Public body comment. Motion to adjourn. Motion by Martha, second by Jeremy. All in favor say aye.
Yep.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Have a good evening.
I needed that. No, it's 7:17. I have to hand out all your